Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm an artist painting how nature feels with earth pigments. These videos are for us craving calm, beauty, and meaning in a noisy world. This week, I started preparing canvases for a new series of paintings for an upcoming group exhibit in November, which I'm really looking forward to. When I start a piece, I start with flowing with a feeling. This is my favorite part, and when I'm just doing the background and the layers, I use a lot of water. I listen to music and just let the water, let the paint flow. It feels really good, and it's definitely one of my favorite parts, if not my favorite part of painting. Painting these days presents some challenges working around my toddler's routine, but these days we found our rhythm together. Sometimes she paints with me with her own little easel, but mostly I paint at night or in the weekends when my husband Luke can watch her for a couple of hours. But mostly I found my creativity flourish because of her. Lately, we've been noticing a lot of our native birds visit the trees around us, and it gave me the inspiration to paint the feeling of birdsong, to create paintings in honor of these spirit animals, our animal kin. The Kererū or wood pigeon is an endemic bird here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I love their iridescent feathers and the distinct sounds of their wing beats. It's been said that they symbolize abundance, and one look at them and you can see why. They're huge. They're absolute units. They're super chill, lush, and just proud to take up space. Feeling into the guidance of a spirit animal is all about seeing the beingness of an animal as a guide for our own way of living. A certain type of animal represents a collection of consciousness with their own distinct pattern of beingness that we can draw upon for inspiration for our own. In a lot of indigenous cosmology, animals are messengers from the other side. If beingness beyond the ego is the measure of our connection to the other side, it's easy to see why, as animals are more easily moved to action by spirit. I create my paints by hand using earth pigments and clay foraged from nature, which I then hand mull into acrylic gouache paint. The acrylic medium is also made from plants and not petroleum, and it's from natural earth paint, and they use a solar-powered facility to make their products, which I love. In a future video, I'll share how I make paint with earth pigments, from connecting with our stone and mineral kin in nature, asking for permission from nature, and processing the soil to make paint. This process is something I truly love, collaborating with nature and making something with your hands slowly. Lately, I've been feeling this deep pull back home to silence and the importance of giving ourselves space again to be bored, to not be online all the time. I've felt this strange nostalgia lately for life before smartphones. As an older millennial, I experienced not having social media or smartphones for half my life. There was something very vivid about life before smartphones. We weren't chronically distracted and addicted to the little hearts we get from our social media accounts, or the endless scroll of information that makes us think we're being productive and learning, but not remembering most of it after we log off. After being away from social media for a couple of months now, I'm finally feeling that vividness again in my senses that I didn't even realize had disappeared. The one that my nostalgia has been craving. I believe we come back home to ourselves in nature because we remember our true nature in nature. The vividness of life that comes from silence, from nature, from our animal, plant, and stone kin helps us remember what it's like to just be, to hear our inner selves and feel the pulse of our souls again. It's been 2 hours. It's been really fun painting this piece. I still have a lot to do, but I'm really happy with where it's at. Right now it's feeling really good. So I've done the second and third layers of this piece. I've been drinking tea. My daughter is still asleep. We're co-sleeping. My baby and I, we co-sleep, and my husband's there in the room, so it's not like she's alone, but I have the baby monitor and she's been fast asleep. Sometimes when I'm still not there, she wakes up and looks for me. But no, I'm so glad that she gave me a couple of hours to work on this, and she's still happily asleep, so that's really cool. And yeah, I am going to clean my brushes and go to bed, but it's been really fun. It's midnight. It's midnight, so see you in the morning. I couldn't decide last night if I'm going to paint a Kererū, a wood pigeon, or two other different birds. I was trying to feel into the piece which bird feels the most aligned with the background, or what the painting feels like bird-wise. And I woke up this morning and I felt it was the wood pigeon. It was so clear. I'm really excited about this piece. There are 3 more paintings to paint for this series inspired by how birdsong feels, and I'm preparing for my display too for the group exhibit coming up in November. I hope this art vlog gave you a moment of calm, and I'd love to hear what your favorite spirit animal is and how you're feeling about social media these days on the comments. If something in this spoke to you, you can find my available paintings and offerings on my website. Until next time, thanks for being here.